Yes, Big Don Production. This is the Sports Talk on the Friday night edition. I'm Dr. Jerry Green, along with my good friend and the producer, Big Don. What's up, my brother? God bless you.
What's up? I just want to say something to Pastor Teague real fast. We got to put our heads together and help them Lakers out, man.
Let's get the show started first, Don. Let's get the show started. All right. All the way in Frederick, Maryland, my brother-in-law, Larry Pearson. What's up, Larry?
Everything's good.
Everything is good. And my man's celebrating his 10-year anniversary with Basileia this Sunday, one of the greatest pastors in the world. And my good friend, Pastor Walter Teague from Basileia, and First Lady Pam celebrating 10 years. What's up, Pastor? God bless.
God bless. How's everyone tonight?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I'll let you respond to Donald in a few minutes, all right? All right. Our sports legend that has an article every month in our newsletter talking about some of the sports legends, and Anthony McLean. What's up, brother?
I'm good. Next month, Nolan Richardson.
Oh, okay. Nolan Richardson. He was a pitcher. What was he? Pitcher? What was he?
No, Nolan Richardson. The remember 40 Minutes of Hell for Arkansas?
Yeah, Arkansas.
Okay.
Head coach of Arkansas.
So I get a chance to read and learn. And our legend himself, all the way from New Haven, Connecticut, went to Wilkes Park High School, graduated the same year I graduated, 1973. Well, we never got a chance to be crossed during my 4 years, but we finally got it with Sly Williams. My man, Bruce Austin, the legend. What's up?
Everything's beautiful, brother.
All right. Well, you want to respond to that or just leave that alone right now?
They stink. Ain't got nothing else to say.
What? You stink like that? Come on.
They do. They can't play defense. We've been saying that all year. They can't. They lose to Orlando, lose to the Suns without. I mean, they making heroes out of Royce O'Neal and whoever else on the team there. I don't know.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Go ahead, Larry. What you got for me tonight?
First thing we're going to start off with Shedeur Sanders.
You can tell Larry's the football man, Don.
And Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson coming back into the picture, and out of nowhere, this is a crazy play because Deshaun Watson playing his last year for $38 million, and you got Sanders up and coming, ready to take over. I think this is going to be a battle, and the best man going to take the job. What do you think? Do you think that's a bad idea because it's going to be a 1-year deal if what's name don't play well, and you're putting Sanders at risk of falling back? What do you think, Anthony?
Sanders. I think the Watson thing is smoke and mirrors. They're just trying to save face because they got what is it? $38 million hit.
Yes,
they're getting this year. Yeah, they're the only people losing more money is going to be Miami with Tua if they have to cut him loose. But no, I think Sanders will be a starter opening day. I would be shocked if Watson is under center opening day. I mean, they may. I think they put it this way. I think if they can find a sucker to take him off their hands, they would.
Ain't that many suckers in the world.
Wow. Yeah, exactly.
What about you, Bruce? What do you think about it? Is they just showboating, or they trying to set something up?
But Larry, ask the question again. The Kendall just came on.
We talking about Deshaun Watson coming back and trying to take Sanders' place, and they said it's going to be an open competition. Do you think that's just to save face, or do you think that's for real? Because I think after this year, Deshaun Watson is out of there. Okay, Bruce?
Yeah, I think it'd be fair that, listen, they looking at how much money they pay Watson already. Mm-hmm. And they figure if there's an open comp, what other way would it be? Sanders really haven't proved nothing yet. And Watson, they want to see what he's got left. You know what I mean? He's still got to pay Watson more than they're paying Sanders if they can't get rid of him. So I think going to camp, and that will determine everything. I mean, suppose Watson go in there and play like he played in Houston. You still gonna start Sanders?
But you think that keep Watson if he do?
We
You trust that man?
He only got what, 1 more year left on his contract?
Would you trust him if he played good?
I'm saying if he playing good, you go by what he doing. He playing good.
You give him another $38 million.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying with what they have now, they got to pay him regardless. So if they go to camp and he went out, why not play him? I wouldn't just say I'm gonna give it to Sanders because if I don't, it's gonna be a setback. I wouldn't look at it like that. If I got to pay Watson $38 million regardless, I'm at least see what he got.
He already made you look like a fool, so
Yeah, but you can't get water from under the bridge. You know what I mean? That's water gone already. But you can sacrifice. Walter. You can sacrifice that $38 million if he playing good.
Yeah, I think the open competition is great. I mean, you said you made him a sucker the first time. Not really. When they paid him all that money, Deshaun Watson was probably top 3 quarterbacks in the NFL at that, that time when they paid him the money. Subsequently he fell off. But if he recaptures 80% of that, he's better than Sanders left-handed. But if he recaptures that. So open competition, if Sanders wins, then he's your starter, and then you can just Watson need to retire, But that's the only way, because it's like the backup pitcher or the backup quarterback. As long as he's on the bench, he's great. Then when you put him in the game, everybody say, put in, and they can't get in at those 6 interceptions. Like, okay, that's why he on the bench.
Right.
But until you put him in there, he's great as long as he on the bench.
Yeah.
But would you trust him another year even if he played good?
No.
Would you trust
him? No.
If he ball out, you can trade him. Right. If he ball out, you can trade him. You can say, oh, he's back. I mean, even if he ball out half a year, get rid of him. If you could trade him, that's what I would do. That's what I would do. I wouldn't let him do good, and then next year he come back and he done fell off again. If he ball out and he got 6 good games and they 5-1, I'm shipping him out right then and bring Sanders in right now.
Especially
it's like the car, It's like the car. It don't run right, and all of a sudden it's running good. Trade that bad boy in because the transmission might fall.
Hey, the Jets will take them. The Jets will be glad to take them off your hands.
Yeah, the Jets will take anyone at this point.
Better believe
somebody
it.
was saying, Pastor Walt, if you can find a sucker, so there's a sucker out there that would get him. You think?
If he
balling out
6 games,
if he ball out, the Jets a big sucker. They might take him.
Yeah, listen.
Oh yeah.
If you got to remember, they was calling him, Michael Jordan. The NFL when before he fell off. I mean, he was doing crazy stuff. But then, so if he can get any of that back, someone to take him. They probably won't give him all that money. He probably have to, eat some of that contract. But
but they found out about his secret. They found out about his secret. After they found out about his secret, all his powers went away.
Well, he wasn't the only one.
Right there, that money.
Buckner was doing the same thing. The kicker from the Ravens was doing the same thing.
I go ahead, Don.
Just his didn't blow up because he's a different color. That's all.
Larry, you left this part out. Maybe it had something to do with, was that the coach he sent the horse head to? You heard about that? He sent the coach for his birthday. He sent him a horse head, like in the
Shador.
Sent the coach for his birthday. Sent him a horse.
Yeah, birthday present.
Like the Godfather.
The incoming coach.
They didn't say the incoming coach. They didn't say why he did it. That's the big question. Why? Because why did he send the incoming coach a horse head? Why?
Yeah.
Well, what is that saying?
Yeah.
Y'all didn't hear about that? It was out today.
Shador Sanders.
Sent the coach a horse head
for a birthday present.
Well, I'm thinking that's why. So to me, they still hating on him. I hear what you guys are saying about the competition's good, but I think they still hating on Shador.
Now the new coach came in and said he looked forward to playing with him.
The new coach didn't know what to say when he talked today.
No, but I'm saying when he first came in, he went over to Shador and told him he looked forward to playing with him. That might have been a smoke screen.
That was before he got the horse head, Bruce.
Long before he got the horse head.
I don't know what that was about, but that was the talk today.
Yeah. Go ahead, Kendall.
Shador has proven that he's a starting quarterback in the NFL. And what's good about Shador is that he is a 5th-round pick, and he's making you more money. His jerseys are selling out more than anyone else's in Cleveland. He packs the stadium. So with the money being green, Shador Sanders in that starting lineup gives you a little leeway to make a bunch of deals. Now, you got what, $38 million left on the Deshaun Watson? Going to be a couple character issues too, because you're going to have women protesting, me too, with that massage situation that he had. I believe now that quarterback, that coach, literally, like I said, threw up a smoke screen. Said, okay, yeah, I'm going to work with him. Hey, and then can you imagine informing him that, Deshaun Watson comes back, it's an open competition. That's like a smack in the face. This kid has been through a lot, from being the 2nd quarterback overall pick to even now the 2nd quarterback even picked on his team and outplayed the 1st-round quarterback to the point that he's expendable. Deshaun Watson, even if he recaptures any of that magic, man, put a Herschel Walker and try to find you an Emmitt Smith in there. You get a lot for this guy. Send him to the Jets and clean house. I just think that the smartest play is to give Shador Sanders a start through training camp with a team. He's showing you what he's capable of doing, and I think that you're getting more bargain for the buck, man. I mean, he's thrift store. You got this expensive dude. Yeah, I paid him $200 million, $38 million, and I want to see what he's worth. Nah, man. See if you can get $38 million for him in draft picks. That's what I think, personally.
Yeah, but the only way you're gonna do that is you put him out there and let the people see what he can do. He haven't played in 2 years.
In
you think
preseason,
somebody gonna pick him up the way he looked the last time he played with Cleveland? You think somebody gonna pay him that money without them putting him on the field?
Well, as soon as I came on the air, all I heard was a sucker was born any minute. As soon as that came on, a sucker was born any minute by the sports legend Anthony McLean. I'm going to believe that.
No, but they would be a sucker to take him without seeing what he can do. See, he haven't played in what, 2-3 years?
Yeah.
And you got just take him and assume what Cleveland got to do if they really want to get rid of him. They got to put him out there starting, or if he's looking good in camp, you got to showcase that. You got to do everything possible to show the other GM that this guy got something left. If don't nobody see him play, that's where the sucker come in. But if you just assume that he got the same talent that he had before. You know what I mean?
But Bruce, last year, everybody was hollering Shador was going to be the man. How do you think Shador should feel?
Listen, when you pan,
he was going to be
thing
is, now he got to go fight for the position. How is he going to take that part?
Yeah, but the thing is, it's the money part. They got to pay Watson regardless. See,
well,
that's
they paid him for 2 years when he was out, so you might as well finish.
Yeah, but that's why they figure they figure they save a little bit of water left in the bucket. You know what I mean?
They want competition. They really want competition.
That's why they go to camp.
And they try to push Shador to the limit. See what, either he got it.
They wouldn't do that to nobody else. I feel they still dogging Shador. That's all I'm saying.
No, I don't.
Because you know what? And the crazy thing is they may draft another quarterback. I wouldn't be surprised if they draft another quarterback just to throw things even crazier, knowing this organization.
Listen, the team had this guy's name was Jamarcus Russell. This kid was a talent. The Raiders took him. Same situation. Yep, number one. Same situation as Deshaun Watson. Let me tell you something. This kid at the combine blew everybody away. He went down on one knee and fired that ball like 60 or 70 yards off one knee. He was talented, just like Deshaun Watson, but the character issues, he never made it into the NFL. That's who Deshaun Watson is reminding me of.
He made it in the NFL.
Well, never made a name. Never made a name.
But,
never did anything.
That's a bad example there, Kendall, because Deshaun Watson, he was up for MVP. Yeah, your guy was up for bum of the year. He was one of the best. He was one of the biggest busts ever. Deshaun Watson is up for MVP.
All right. Okay, you know what, Pastor, hold on. God forgive me. God forgive me. That was a bad example.
Very bad.
All right. Oh well.
At least you admit it, Kendall.
Yeah. Oh wait a minute. I can't wait till y'all
I
tell
was gonna let him go, but I was like,
what
wow.
bandwagon I jumped on. I jumped on a bandwagon last night.
Which one?
But then we get to basketball. I gotta tell you.
I bet you I know what it is. I bet you I know who.
San Antonio.
Yeah. Oh my
Antonio.
God. Yes.
What a surprise.
None of us saw that coming.
Wait a minute. Okay. All right. So, all right. I know we're talking football, but I can't wait to tell you.
We'll get to that later.
All right. Yeah.
Everybody
Go ahead,
has a
Larry.
chance?
So go ahead, Larry.
The biggest shocking news to me was the Colts are releasing Richardson, releasing them. You know, not trading them, releasing them.
I'm not shocked.
Now,
I'm not shocked.
I'm not shocked.
He was a #1 pick about 3 years ago. I mean, you don't throw away that kind of talent. I think
No, you know what? That was potential. That was strictly potential.
Yeah.
Like KC, or if he went with the Rams and sat for about 2 years under somebody, I think they can develop him. I think you just don't throw away a #1 pick after 3 years.
Yeah, they could develop him as a defensive end. He could probably play defensive end, but he can't play quarterback.
They did the same thing. They did the exact same thing to the guy that took his place. And the same thing with Donald. The Jets did to Donald, and the Giants did it with the guy that taking his place with the coach.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, the exact same thing. They gave up on him. They both was high draft picks.
And the thing with Richardson is that he's missed at least about 15, 20 games along the way here as well.
Both years.
I mean,
yeah.
I don't, I can't you can't really get a gauge on him whether he's busted or not. To be fair, he was a project coming in.
Yeah.
But
right.
Now if someone takes him and literally sits him for a year, gets them to learn the system and whatever, then it's worthwhile. But he's an unknown entity right now. I think
but he's not gonna cost you a lot of money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure. But it's because it's such a quarterback-oriented league, he'll get at least another shot. Someone will. I'm let's put it this way: he's somewhere in between Trey Lance and Willis in a sense where
Willis is a good example. Yeah.
It's not now Willis. Messed around or whatever. Finally, was given an opportunity, and he's shown that okay, if he's in the right situation, he can play. You could only hope that Richardson falls into that category because we just haven't. We've seen flashes of it, but we haven't seen. He's a question mark. He's
just a project because even in college he didn't play that much. They drafted him. They drafted him totally on what he might be. Potential. Yeah. They he got the Milrose from Alabama is better than him, and he's a project, But I'm saying they drafted him totally on what he might be. He had all the arm strength. He's a big like Cam Newton. He can do all that. Yeah. But he has no touch. He to me, I don't think he could play quarterback. But I'm just saying they got him strictly on potential. Milrose was the same way. He came out of Alabama just with the Cowboys. He could throw the ball. You can do all that, but and to be that big, he's got hurt a lot.
Yeah, but don't forget, he didn't get hurt last year. He just got replaced.
And he was replaced.
He was hurt. Yeah, he was hurt before he got replaced, though.
Yeah, but they came back. They came back.
Yeah, after he came back. Yeah, after they came back, they took somebody off the sideline and said, "Yeah, you get in here."
That's right.
Yeah,
and he did good, my man.
He did good. Giants. Yeah.
Anyway, the fact that they went and got David Rivers, Rivers,
Phillip Rivers. David Rivers played basketball for Notre Dame.
Was out.
They got Phillip Rivers says a lot about how they just literally gave up on him.
Phillip Rivers was out. He was about to go in the Hall of Fame, and they went and got him and said, "Come on out, start the clock all over again." Out for 5 years, and they said, "Come on back, start the clock again." Yeah,
that's a great example.
What's up, Bishop?
But they gave one Malik Willis. They gave one Malik Willis, right? Now this year he'll be making about $30 million.
Depending on where he goes,
Malik Willis. He proved himself though.
They said he's no good.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah,
and he put his head down and he learned and he played well. Every time Love was out, man, Willis was undefeated when Love was out this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he gonna be the #1 quarterback off the board, I think.
Yes, because
free agent.
They throw away. They throw away more people that come back that we've seen over the years. It's just crazy.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree.
So now, Glenn for the New York Jets made a statement that his superpower is defense. He gets stuff done. They said you've been a coach of the Jets. They ain't got nothing done. So he ever came out and said his superpower is defense. He gets it done. Go ahead, Anthony. Talk to me.
Well, he's traded. He already traded 3 of his top defensive players. So I'm not. Maybe he's Aquaman. I don't know. Maybe that's
he said his superpowers. So he's gonna do that next year. He's gonna call the defense because that's his superpower. And they said, well, "What the heck happened?"
Yeah. I guess he's gonna activate himself at some point come midseason, I suppose, if it gets that bad. But hey, he's gonna put it this way: he's probably got the shortest leash in the NFL this year. I mean, if they get shut out in the preseason, they may let him go.
But do you think that was a stupid statement to make? I mean, just totally off the wall.
Yeah, I mean, well, put it this way. No more stupider than what we saw on Tuesday night, I guess. But yeah, I'll just leave it at that.
Okay, Bruce, what do you think about his statement?
Oh man, hey, that sounds like a nervous statement to me. You know what I mean? You can't afford to say something like that when your defense not showing up. I mean, you say something like that when your offense ain't no good, but the defense holding them in the game. You know what I mean? Defense ain't showing up at all. You can't say that's your kryptonite. You know what I mean? You can't throw that at nobody. You know, ain't nobody ducking that. You know? But I think he does nervous though. You can all like Em said, you know, he might have to get released preseason. You can almost feel it. You know what I mean? That's the funny part. You could when he be walking on the sideline, I'll be saying, man, he might get the word when he get in the locker room.
Apparently they caught him napping at the scouting combine.
Did you see it? You see the picture? Right. Yeah, I saw that.
That's not a good. That ain't a good look at all.
That's how much attention he was paying to the combine.
Well, look, you guys might be missing something. Maybe that was his superpower.
That's his superpower.
I agree with Ant though, man. A lot of times when you get coaches like that, you know, because he was a great defensive back, you know, legendary in the Jets. So I think that's the only reason why he didn't get fired last year. You know, because of, you know, just because he deserved to get fired last year. You know, even 1 year, he deserved to be one and done. And like you said, now you're a defensive guru or you're a defensive guy, and you got rid of all your defensive players. I mean, and Sauce was just what? Rookie of the year, defensive player of the year, and a couple of years ago and all that. And you got rid of all of them. Got rid of Quentin Mitchell, got rid of everybody. So I don't know. Unless he say that he go out there and play himself, he don't need them. Other than that, I don't know what he's thinking, man.
He might have time to go to camp with him.
Let Bishop McKendall go ahead. Bishop, you want to say something on that?
No, go ahead, Kent. I mean, Aaron Glenn. Basically, I'll give him one more year. I don't think he's going away. If he's like ridiculous, say about by game 8, game 9, game 10. Yeah, the water boy may have to take over, but we have to wait and see what happens.
Go ahead, Kendall.
All right, well, I'm going to go back in the day, and I know for a fact, I had never heard a Steel Curtain call themselves Steel Curtain. We call them that. I had never heard the Doomsday Defense ever say. The Dallas Doomsday would never say that we're great. They were just great. I never heard the Purple People Eaters ever call themselves the Purple People Eaters. I never heard Buddy Ryan talk about his 46. One thing I know about defensive players, they just be about their business. If you are saying you're a good defensive player, or a good defensive team, when we just saw a great defense in Seattle win a Super Bowl, and they never, ever said, even the big boom, defensive players don't talk about it, they be about it. So to me, it's just a bunch of lip service.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
You left out the New York Sack Exchange.
Oh, the Sack Exchange. I left out the linebacker corps of Reasons, Banks, Carson, Pepper Johnson, and the great one, Lawrence Taylor. You know, that was a great defense, 86 and 90. I mean, but they never talked about it. Defense, they're just about their business, man. You know, Ed Reed just showed up. I mean, who was Ed Reed from the Ravens? You don't know, but you knew when you watched that game, that guy was everywhere, you know. The defensive players just play.
All right, go ahead.
I heard him when he said the superpowers, and I was so confused. I really didn't know what he was talking about. Cause I said the Jets stink. But for you guys are experts, I think I could get the inside scoop. I really didn't know what he was talking about because the team stinks.
He said he was a genius, a defensive genius.
Yeah.
Pastor Ball, you comment already? Pastor Ball, you
Oh,
comment?
yeah. Yes, I did. Yeah.
I'm ask you guys a question. How would you compare the Seahawks defense with some of the defense that Kendall just named, like Doomsday, the Steel Curtain? How would you compare Seattle Seahawks defense of this year with the defense back then? Just as great?
Yeah, to me, yeah, they won a Super Bowl. I didn't know anything about them when I watched
they
them.
won a Super Bowl.
But I didn't know anything about Seattle this year. But when I watched them boys tighten the boots, everything up, that was a serious defense that we saw this year.
Right.
Yeah, they didn't give up a field goal. I mean, not even a field goal in the Super Bowl, right?
They look better than I ever thought that they would. I mean, I'm just surprised I didn't have them from the beginning of the year. That would have been a great bandwagon to jump on. I'm sorry.
But the Steel Curtain, people were scared to play against the Steel Curtain. They would actually hurt you back then. I mean,
but Dallas wasn't scared of them, but because Dallas showed up. I mean, and the Vikings showed up. The Raiders showed up against them. You know, because the Raiders almost beat them except for that immaculate reception. You know, I mean, them boys back there. I mean, Kenny Stabler, you're gonna tell me them guys that were all greased up. What were those two safeties?
Left Hayes.
Glue all over their body. They weren't scared of nobody.
Left Hayes to put that black under his eyes.
Oh yeah.
So Bruce, you gonna say something?
Yeah. I forgot what I was gonna say, man.
We're talking about Seattle defense compared to some of the defense.
Yeah. Now, all season, the good thing about Seattle's defense was all season long, different sports shows was talking about how good they were, but people wasn't really paying attention. You know what I mean? They were basically mostly looking at people's offense. But then as it started getting closer and closer to the playoffs, and in the playoffs, people started seeing what they was talking about. And they went on it, and won it all. So you could say they're gonna go down as one of the best, at least. So
Bruce, who had the better defense, Seattle? Or what's the team in the AFC now that played?
Denver Broncos.
Wasn't Denver, the other one. What's the other team had that?
Denver had the best defense in the AFC.
Yeah, had to be Denver.
Texas. The Texans, but Denver's the Texans, but Denver's defense is better than the Texans.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Seattle defense better than both of them.
That's right.
And that's when they played the Rams. We put up 35 on them every time.
That's why Matt Stafford got the MVP.
The Rams the only ones that scored on them.
Well, Matt Stafford got an MVP, so the MVP of the league was the only one that could score on him.
But I think that the 85 Bears is the best defense ever, as far as I'm concerned.
Mm,
I agree.
They was tough now. They was tough.
But that
85
one
years.
game they got beat down.
One game by Miami. That was it.
Miami.
That
Mhm.
Baltimore defense was tough too.
Yeah,
Ray Lewis
Baltimore
Baltimore's defense was tough too.
Ray Lewis back in the day.
Yes, sir.
and the Giants, and Taylor was hurting people.
Yeah.
Well, the
That's why I
Giants
said-
defense is just like
Giants-
Philly's defense last year. They had
Mhm.
so many guys that they could rotate in on the front line. That's what killed the Patriots.
They're
You had
interchangeable.
all them guys, JPP and them guys coming off the bench. JPP wasn't great like he was. He was like, what, second or third year? He was like coming off the bench. You was
Yeah.
rotating waves. That's how Philly was last year. They was bringing in, reinforcement every down. They was bringing another one of them Georgia All-Americans off the bench. That's what the Giants were that year. They beat the Patriots, man. They just kept rotating them in.
Hey, Walt, don't forget
Yes, sir.
JPP. It blow half his hand off with them firecrackers.
I
He was
know.
still
I
busting
know.
them bullets, man.
I know.
He was still busting them, man.
Mhm.
It turned into a club.
We gotta throw some love to the Tampa two as well, even though they only won the
Absolutely.
Super Bowl with,
Yeah.
Von Miller and the boys.
Absolutely.
Warren
Mhm.
Sapp.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Warren
Absolutely.
Sapp, Von Miller.
One
Yeah,
of
they
my
were
other
tough.
favorites. They never got to a Super Bowl, but they were prominent. The Dome Patrol with the Saints when you had Ricky Jackson and Pat Willing.
Yeah.
Well, those two inside linebackers are great, man. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They unfortunately only scored a half a point a game, so they could never. That's why they never
Yeah, that's true.
What about
What
the
about the
49er
no-name
defense?
defense for Miami?
Well, what about the 49er defense when Joe Montana and them were playing?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Very underrated. Keenan Turner and those guys. They actually
And
got
Norton
Ricky-
Jr. Why isn't he mentioned as one of the greatest linebackers of all time? Didn't he go to 3 straight Super Bowls between Dallas and San Fran?
Dallas and San
Oh,
Fran,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you
You know?
got something else, Larry?
Yeah, well, Charles Haley. Charles Haley went from the 49ers to the Cowboys and brought them both to the Super Bowls.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I know. And listen, I sent that thing. I was just thinking about him today. But listen,
Yeah.
gentlemen,
He don't get talked about enough either, man.
I
No,
have
they
to
don't.
go.
You don't.
Yeah.
I have to go, but I just want to tell you something. I am definitely officially jumping on the San Antonio bandwagon. I watched them boys last night. And I said, oh, wow, this is a good wagon to ride on. And I got San Antonio and Houston in the West. I got Cleveland and Detroit. And until they lose, I'll stay with them.
Hey, Kendall.
Yeah.
You jumped on a good wagon this time.
I'm getting on the wagon, man, because I like the way they played. I was watching them, and I love the way Wembanyama plays, even when he doesn't have the ball. That boy is active. He chases everything. He makes plays on the floor. Castle is they play intelligent basketball. I'm like,
Kendall, Houston though? You said Houston?
No.
That's
San Antonio, but listen.
Listen to the finals.
I meant OKC. Sorry about that. Not Houston.
You
Okay,
said Houston. I'm just gonna.
you wait a minute, Houston. We have a problem. I'm gonna blame that on senior citizenship. So
Yeah.
OKC.
Hey, Kendall.
Let me ask you a question,
Council
Kendall.
shut Cunningham down.
Listen, Castle gets in the face of anybody. He is
shut
a
Cunningham down, man.
rookie of the year, rising star. They look great.
Yeah. San Antonio tough, man.
I just got one small question, Kendall. Which suit
Yes.
you want me to keep warm, man? I put a cover on it.
All right, thank you very much. Now I'm only on it as long as they're winning.
Yeah.
Let's get it straight, huh?
I got a foot out the door. I gotta go international bandwagon jumping. Hey.
I'm not mad at you.
Okay, so let's run the top 4 teams in the West. The Thunder look like they coming off the top. Look like the the San Antonio Spurs is coming up, and the Rockets right there. I think the West is no longer guaranteed to anybody. I think if the Rockets don't get an injury, they might be able to go ahead and take them.
Who?
He said the
I
Rockets.
said if the Spurs don't get an
Anyway,
injury,
gentlemen,
Oh, you said
they
the
might
Rockets.
be able
Oh,
to
I
take
thought
the
you said
Thunder.
the
No,
Rockets.
you said
Yeah, you said the Rockets. You might have meant the Spurs, but you said the Rockets.
That's the Spurs.
That's why I
Spurs.
said who.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
But I
Walter.
tell you, man,
Go ahead, Bruce.
San Antonio, man, they tough, man. And how can
Yeah.
you put OKC in front of them when San Antonio beat them 3 times already this
But
year?
they still got the number 1 seed.
No, but you know what I go with you a little bit though, because SGA been out and Jalen Williams been out.
Yep.
You know, so they really haven't played with a full squad. So I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree.
They
with
put
that.
together a good team, man. You got they and they built it during the draft, but bringing Fox over there, man, is a big deal. You know,
sir.
he made a big difference, man. I mean, Wemby is great. Castle's playing really good. The kid, whatever his name, Vassell or whatever, he's shooting the lights out. You know, he's shooting the lights out, man. So, but that's a good team. They remind me of the Thunder last year. You know, it's one of those teams. I could see the Spurs and the Pistons in the finals this year.
And the thing about it, the Spurs doing it without Greg Popovich too, though. I mean, that's the good thing about a new coach.
Yeah, but the coach
Don't
ain't
you-
raising no
don't you
sand.
think
Players
Jimmy
play,
Jackson-
baby. The coach is on the bench, man. The players,
He ain't raising
the
no
coach can't
sand.
put no baskets in the rim, man. The players play.
If you got a Wembyana, a lot of coaches be winning if they had a Wembyana.
He'd be like Phil Jackson. He'll be like Phil Jackson, man. All you gotta do is lay back, man.
That's right.
But I think some people
what?
can handle him, though. I think some people in the playoffs, they're gonna play some type of ball. They're gonna try to hurt him, bump him. I think going to the playoffs, that's gonna be the truth. You know what I'm saying?
But I think he's more versatile. He can go outside, so he can make them come out and play behind the 3-point line and be comfortable. He don't just have to stand out there in the corner. I mean, he could be effective outside. You know what I mean?
Problem, man. He's a problem anywhere on the court.
And he can go around everybody too.
Detroit kept bumping him time and time again. The last time they met, so how much of that can he really take, Wembyana? He ain't that big.
Yeah, he can take it.
The point is this: how much do we have to take? He don't have to take it.
Well, no, he don't. But I'm just saying,
anywhere on the
go
court.
back to the last time they played Detroit. How bad did Detroit beat him down? He still got him. He still put the hurting on him. But how much can he take?
He don't have to bang with anybody down low, Bishop. He could go anywhere on the court he want to go.
About banging, he wasn't down low when they were banging with him. He was out on the
what's different about him though, Don, from all the other ones. Now, a lot of times we would take the big guy, right, and he'd go outside. But so what they would do is like the Lakers way back in the day, they would put Michael Cooper on, you know, like Bird or one of the big guys because he couldn't get around. Wemby, if you put a little guy on him, he gonna take him to the rack. He can handle, you know, enough to take him to the rack. So he dissolves that instead of, you know, we go put a little guy on here, harass him, you know, a good defensive guy on there, try to take the ball from him. He could just take him right to the hole because he could dribble, he can handle, and he's as Ant say, he's 8 feet tall, and he can dribble.
He's just a problem. He's just a problem.
But it showed the All-Star game too when they had Kawhi Leonard on him. Kawhi, who's the claw? He couldn't even hold him.
Even Draymond Green.
Right.
He's just a problem, man. I mean, his ball handling abilities make it almost impossible.
And the, you know, his blocking shot ability. I mean, down low ability. He ain't gonna stay down there and let nobody bang on him, Bishop. He's
a bigger version of Kevin Garnett. I mean, not Kevin Garnett. Kevin Durant. Yeah, Kevin Durant. Yep.
The bad part, he take pride in playing defense. That's the bad part about it. Hey, a lot of big guys don't want to play that defense like that. He take pride in that defense.
Well, let me ask you guys a question again. I think I said it before. Do you think they need to put a height limit on that or what? On the NBA or what, man?
No. Don't blame him, Jerry. Because
somebody come in the league 7 feet 10. Y'all make the league 7'8". I mean, come on now. I mean, come on.
You can't put no height limit on it, Jerry.
How you gonna do it?
Raise the rim.
Yeah. You had Manute Bol.
Even
If you raise the rim, that's gonna hurt the shorter
yeah,
people.
Yeah, but they weren't as good as Wemby. New Bowl, new guys.
But that's the thing. You can't look. The league already tried to do that years ago with Chamberlain. The game, the game sustained itself. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You adjust.
But Andy, 7 feet. I mean, you got a lot of 7-footers. Now we
That's what I'm saying. This is that's why you need to. That's why you need to embrace. That's why you need to embrace what he's doing. And see, here's the scary thing: he's still a baby.
Well, think about this. There's another guy. He ain't that great. Taco, whatever his name is, 7'9".
Yeah, but he ain't no good.
I said
they had him in the All-Star game.
I already said he wasn't.
He played for the Celtics. He played for the Celtics a couple of years. He ain't no good.
But Jerry, you want to punish the guy just because he's talented?
I'm not. No.
That's exactly what you're saying. Because if he was 7 foot and wasn't doing nothing,
he's already in the league. But suppose the guy coming there 7'9", and
they got one coming in college now that's 7'9".
But Bruce, everybody not gonna be 7'9". The average person only like 6'2", 6'4",
hey, Jerry,
6'5".
If you raise the rim, you're gonna hurt the shorter people.
That's right.
I'm saying the average person maybe 5'10", 6'1".
Yeah, but what are you gonna do? Tell these guys they can't play? They're too tall to play in the NBA?
I'm asking y'all. I'm not saying no.
Yeah, but you suggesting it. You suggesting it.
I'm not saying. I asked the question. I didn't say anything.
Well, you make it sound like you want to punish the guy for being good because most guys women beyond a height cannot play like that.
Well,
that's the difference. That's the difference. I mean, he's tall, but he good. The thing is, so you would have to say if you tall and good, you can't play because he don't care if he tall. If he can't play.
7'9", nobody cares about
when Magic and Bird came in the league at 6'9", that wasn't the normal. I mean, dribbling the ball up and all that. Elvin Hayes was 6'9". Weston Sell was a center. He was only 6'7". And you had centers that was only 6'9", and you had Magic. And they're the one that started at 6'9", the Kevin Durant's, LeBron James.
So was it fair, Jared? Was it fair? Them guys came in at 6'9", everybody else was shorter. Was that fair?
Yeah, everybody thought Magic was,
at that time he wasn't. But it panned itself out. Because Magic was 6'9" with Joe Dumars trying to hold him, or Isaiah Thomas. And that wasn't fair either.
That's how the game. But that's why the game evolves. But the game evolved because of that.
Right. I agree. That's what I'm saying. Somebody come in 7'10", that's all right there, right?
Dave the Bishop.
Yep.
Bishop played power
forward. If he can ball. Yep.
Yeah. Look, remember.
Hey, Jerry, down the road though, we're gonna see some more 7'8" that's doing it.
I'm not.
See how the NBA has like a colony in Africa.
Okay.
And there's no but 7 foot guys down there. There's an actual like development, not a league. There's a developmental league in Africa sanctioned by the NBA.
It's called NBA Africa.
Guys will come out of there.
Oh my God!
I'm trying to think of the name of the country it's in. It begins with a C. Can't think of. Is it Cameroon or something like that?
Yeah.
But Mutombo was
guy on that team is 6'11".
Yeah,
the shortest guy on that team is 6'11".
Yeah, they have Mutombo in charge of that.
Yeah. It's look. The thing with Wembanyama is it's just the start. There's going to be more guys like that, and to me, it's to the league's. It'll be a good thing for the league because
your asset.
We may never. I don't just put it this way. I don't know if you'll get guys that'll have the same skill set as Wembanyama, but we're going to see more 7-footers in the league. I think that's. I
ain't got a problem with this. I'm just saying.
There's plenty of 7-footers. We talking about with that kind of talent.
Right.
Plenty of 7-footers.
I think all what's the name brothers? I think they 7-footers, right?
Yeah. But the closest one to Wemby right now is Chad Holmgren.
Yeah,
he got half of Wemby talents at 7'1".
Yeah, he's 7 feet.
He's
but he ain't no
7'1".
7'5" though.
Chad Hogan.
That's a big difference. 7'5" and 7 feet is a big difference.
Yeah, but he's 7'1". I mean, it ain't too much different than 7'1" and 7'5".
Yeah, with the wingspan, he's 8 feet as well.
But Chamberlain,
Yeah,
exactly.
And Kareem was 7'2", and he was taller, and he had that sky hook. That Chamberlain blocked it of him many times.
Yeah, but a lot of them swung at it and missed.
Yeah, but a lot of people couldn't even touch that sky hook.
You got that right.
They had no chance even trying to block it. They were too short.
But see, remember, he came up with that because they banned the dunk.
Dunking, right?
But Anthony, why did they ban the dunk?
Because they knew he would take advantage of them.
He was too big.
That's my point.
So we get a guy 7'9".
My point is he didn't allow the NCAA to take away his game. He created arguably the most unique offensive weapon in all of basketball. And to me, I can't understand why every player over 6'9", 6'11" should be able to do the sky hook.
Yep.
I could never understand why the Lakers never just, whenever they brought in a new center, that they would automatically bring Kareem in to teach them the sky hook. Even I mean, think about it. Magic learned the sky hook. Nobody else did afterwards. Think about it.
I don't think they can learn it, Anthony. I don't think they can learn it.
I think it can.
The way Kareem perfection that thing, just playing around. You ever try to shoot a sky hook?
Special
talent.
The most so special about it, I mean, that didn't draw no girls and no sky.
Look, it wasn't draw
It ain't about drawing girls. It
didn't be no drama. It wasn't like having a nice jumper.
And Jerry, but the guys that had the girls didn't have no rings.
There you go. Or MVP.
They had the girls though. They had the girls,
they ain't had no rings though.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna
buy them girls the rings?
Go ahead, Larry. I'm sorry, man. Go ahead, Larry.
Okay, so what is the ranking in the Western Conference? I say right now,
San Antonio number 1.
Yes, sir.
Number
and
two.
the Thunder, Spurs, Rockets, and Nuggets. But I think any of those teams, I don't know, because the Spurs are separating themselves pretty good. And they're going to get one of the top spots, either the first or second. So I would say still go with Thunder, Spurs, Rockets, Nuggets. And the Nuggets ain't going down easy. So
Nuggets. What about the Timberwolves? They beat them last year in the playoffs, I think. They beat the Nuggets. They can beat the Nuggets.
Timberwolves
all of them got the same record. Yeah, they got the same record. You throw them in there. But
I mean, how you gonna put they already beat him? They showed the Ant-Man already said he already beat Luka, he beat the Joker, he beat all them guys except for OKC. And
right now they rank number 5. You know,
he might beat the Spurs next, so he gonna have all them guys. He beat Kevin Durant, he beat LeBron, he beat the Joker, beat all the top names in the West. He just didn't play beat them yet. Okay.
So you saying they're gonna win it?
I didn't say anything yet. I'm just giving.
Who would you pick from the West?
No, I didn't say anything. I mean, he beat them guys, right? Didn't he beat Kevin Durant and all them?
Yeah.
He beat the Joker.
Give me your top 4.
My top 4 is going to be OKC, the Spurs, number 3? Probably Minnesota. I'll go Minnesota, and I'll go with Houston.
Oh, wow. What about the Nuggets?
Houston look good. How about Houston? They had the Knicks. The Knicks came back and beat them. They had them number 18. The Knicks finally came back and won. But they won something like, what 7 out of 8 or something. They're playing good on the road. Don't take that away from Houston.
But that West is tricky.
To be fair, Houston, Denver, and Minnesota are only separated by a game and a half. So
right, okay.
Yes,
3, 4, and 5. It's not that big of a difference in the West right now.
No, it's not.
Right.
I agree.
All of them good.
Yeah.
If they catch you off your game, you're going home.
Right. Who you got, Bishop? Who's your top 4 or 5?
Oh boy.
Have you watched any games yet?
Yeah, I've been watching different games. I know the Spurs are in there. I can't put them in any order. I'll name them, but they're not in order. The only one I'm gonna put at the top is the Spurs, probably followed by the Nuggets. I'm gonna throw the Timberwolves in there, and then I've got a little. I don't know. I could say Houston, but I could be dead wrong on Houston. But I'm gonna go ahead and ride them. If they don't work out, hey, it's not the first time I've had something wrong.
What about the Thunder?
Wait till they
You
wait
leaving
for,
OKC out?
SGA. I gotta wait for SGA to come back because I mean the Thunder, they're doing okay. They're holding their own, but let's see what happens. We're coming down to the home stretch. Let's see where they are.
Well, you got a good point. But without
They're in
SGA,
first place, Bishop, in case you didn't know.
No, I did know they were in first place, but I
They're in
hadn't
first
been
place.
watching much of them.
Yeah,
If
but
they in
got
first
two
place
teams.
without their two top guys, imagine when they get the two top guns back.
nobody
Well,
mentioned the
finally,
Lakers.
somebody else beside SGA gets to shoot. That's all I'm gonna say.
What about the Lakers? Nobody got the Lakers in there at all?
No.
We don't want to talk
Really
about the
say that.
Lakers.
Did
Yeah,
you really say that?
We don't want to talk about the Lakers.
Did
We
you
don't
really
talk about
say
the
that?
Lakers no more. They don't
Hey,
talk
hey,
about
Larry.
LeBron no more.
Hey, Larry, check this out, Larry. The only reason why I don't put Houston up there too far is because their point guard position is hurting them. You know what I mean? If they had a legitimate point guard, they would be right there with San Antonio. But when Van Fleet went down, that hurt them bad, man.
Yeah, that's a big loss.
You know what I mean? They got great players, but they don't have no facilitator.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
They got Van Fleet and Kevin Durant for the playoffs, and in many ways Van Fleet might have been the bigger move because once you get to the playoffs, it's all about half court. Now they're going to be a little bit deficient, with the backcourt now. Depending, and even if Van Fleet comes back, he's still going to be. He's got to adjust and everything. But the West is crazy. The West is absolutely
nasty, man.
Well,
Hey, can I throw
got
this
it
out there
listed.
real quick?
Mhm.
I was listening to sports today, and they were saying in order to be what made sense to me. Now you guys got to know why it made sense to me. In order to be the face of the league, you got to win a championship. I totally agree because you cannot mention anybody that was a face of the league that didn't have multiple rings. Name somebody.
Or at least one. Or at least
Now,
one.
right now, just
Dr.
looking
J,
up real
Dr.
quick,
J.
they got the Thunder, the Spurs, Rockets, and Nuggets, followed by the Timberwolves.
Donald, the answer to your question, that Dr. J was the face of the league.
But he had a ring. He did have
He
a
got
ring.
3 rings.
No, that was with the Nets. He won 2 with the Nets.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, name somebody actually.
Dr.
To be
J.
face of the league, you're gonna need a ring. I'm gonna agree with that. That's what I want to throw out there.
Well, he
100 behind that.
but
So
But
Dr. J,
Dominique Wilkins didn't have no ring.
he wasn't
He
no
was never the face of the league.
He wasn't no face of the league.
Dominique was never the face.
John, Dr. J came in the league in 1970.
76, 77 season.
And he didn't win to 1983, but he was the face of the league from 1976 probably until even when Magic and Bird was in the league, he was still like the face of the league.
Who was that?
Dr. J.
Oh,
But
yeah,
he
well,
had,
Dr. J
now
had
he
a ring.
had the ABA
And he
championship.
had his ring when he came from the ABA, so
No,
you can't say he didn't have no ring.
They don't even count that ring now, to be honest. They don't count his points with the NBA.
They gotta count that ring because I mean, look,
Did they count his points with the NBA? Yes or
That's
no?
a counterfeit
he
ring.
was the standard. Where do you think Michael and everybody learned what
I
they
agree
know?
with you. I'm saying he was the face of the league.
But
So
he
he-
still got his ring.
But he didn't get the ring to 83, Doc.
He still got it.
He still got it.
They must have saw
Next
something.
Moses.
But my point is this. Let's see if they make a face of the league without a ring. Let's see.
All right, LeBron was almost the face of the league until he won one in Miami. I mean, LeBron was like right there in Cleveland.
Yeah, but he didn't get over the hump till he got that ring. Everybody get over the hump. Need that
You
ring.
know what? He was the golden child until he changed teams.
We ain't gonna start with
Well, let's see what happens. I'm going with the ring factor. You cannot have a face of the league
Donald, but you always
running
bring
around
up
here
the
with no
ring. I agree with you about the rings. I do agree with you. But just because the person ain't got a ring, it doesn't make them that they can't be something because they don't have a ring. Okay.
Look, to be the face of the league is what I'm talking about. It don't matter what we think. To be the face of the league, I'm saying they're gonna need a ring.
Well,
Let's see
who
if
would
they
you
make
say
anybody
would
the
be
face
the
of that
face?
league that don't
Who
get a
would you
ring.
say is the face of the league now at this present point in time, right now?
LeBron
It's still
James.
James still a
LeBron. It's
face.
still LeBron.
Ant-Man's coming up.
He ain't got no ring though, Larry. Donald gotta have a ring.
Wimby's
got no
being
ring.
mentioned. Everybody
Wimby
know
ain't got
about
no ring.
Wimby.
Donald said
The
they
Yeah,
gotta
but
have a ring, Larry.
y'all got to realize LeBron got all the power. That's what's making him the face until he leaves.
Yep,
LeBron's name is the man in the NBA.
that's
No,
right.
It's gonna
Wemby's
be like
the
that.
man in the NBA now.
It's gonna be like that. It's gonna be like that till he leaves.
They forgot about LeBron now.
Larry,
He's
you
still
missing
the man, though. He's still the face.
Larry,
He's still the face of the NBA.
you missing what he's saying. Wemby is not even LeBron's league when it comes
Right.
to the power. He's talking about power. He's not talking about
Right.
talent. He's not talking about talent. He's just
But
talking
when
about
people talk about the NBA, they talking more about Wemby or LeBron. Think about
LeBron.
Yeah,
that.
but that ain't
No.
what's making the face. That ain't what's making him the face.
But let me ask y'all this question here. SGA got a ring. Let's say the next 3 years he get 2 more. Shouldn't he be the face?
Nah,
He's pretty close now. He's pretty close now.
I
Dog.
mean, if he gonna get 2 out of 3, you gonna tell me he's not gonna be the face?
He got to be more outspoken. That's what
But
makes you the
also-
face of the NBA.
The
you
other,
gotta
Well, you know, they were
understand
trying
the
to give it to,
criteria.
you know, the
Understand
other
the
factor.
criteria of somebody who's the face of the league. Think about this for a minute. Criteria, they got to have ambassadorship. It's not
Right.
about just being able to get on the court and play the game. They've got to have ambassadorship, and that's a major factor right
That's
there.
what
all
do
by
it.
itself.
That's exactly
And-
what do it.
And let's be honest, there's still that East Coast, West Coast biased as
Yep.
well. Because look, all those years where the Lakers were dominating the league, all we kept hearing about, we would always hear more about Boston or Dr. J or what have you. It's unless you're able to transcend, or if you're in a big city, because the biggest, and I'll be the first one to say it, one of the biggest lies that the league always tried to pull was that you needed to have a good team in Boston and New York for the league to thrive. And I would always tell you, what about that 8-year stretch when the team in Chicago was the best team in the league?
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, but even if you go back to Milwaukee wasn't a big market.
Yeah, that's
Nope.
that's the difference
Nope.
now. You know, you don't necessarily the best team for the longest time, the best team in basketball was in Oakland.
All right, Donald.
But you know what? It kind of punched them in the face. The NBA I'm talking about, when teams like Portland, small market teams, Houston was winning titles, and then suddenly Utah started making noise. Now we got Denver. Denver's a mid-market team. So primarily, and I know what you're saying, Ed, because I mean, we just seem to be stuck on stupid, not us particularly. The higher ups, I mean, I don't know what the story is. You don't have to be a big city to be a big name. I mean,
but social media open all that up.
All right,
Yeah.
let me.
Now you can communicate. You can communicate with everybody.
Yeah, I got to stop you off. So I'm going to ask you a question. All right, Don. In the last 40 years, in our generation, all right, name me the 4 guys that was the face of the NBA. Okay, give me at least 3 or 4 guys that you could say was the face of the NBA, starting back probably.
With Dr. J, I can
Okay,
say Dr. J was a
right.
face. I can say Larry Bird was a face. I can say Michael Jordan was a face. And I can say Magic Johnson.
There you go.
There you go. That's it.
And after that, who's next?
Right there.
And LeBron.
Yeah, Michael was Michael the face of the league?
Yeah.
And what?
Yes, of course.
Sure he was.
You can make the argument that Jordan was the face of sports for
He was.
Right.
I mean,
Right, I'll go along
you
with
don't
that.
know anything about Nike until Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Right on the map.
Mike brought Nike out the gutter, man.
He
Okay,
sure
so-
They
did.
were ready to go out of business.
So now Wemby and Ant-Man, them guys are coming up. Even Kevin Durant was great and Steph is great and all that. Where would you put Wemby and Ant-Man in that category with Bird, Magic, the guys you just named? Are they ready? Are they ready to take that mantle and run with it?
No.
When they get a ring.
Not yet. I gotta go. I got a meeting at 7:00.
I got
I got a meeting at 7:00. But no, they're not ready. No, they're not yet. They might be in a couple of years, but not with Magic and those and Dr. J. No, they're not there yet. No,
Okay.
but they could possibly get the mantle, but they still babes. They're not there yet.
Somebody
And then, like I said, LeBron is still the man until he retires. So
That's right.
LeBron leave, somebody's gonna have to take over. So
Yeah.
so
Right.
so they gotta groom that person now. And I'm trying to look myself. who's going to be the next LeBron James.
Ronnie Jr. No, let me stop.
Yeah, but Jerry,
Deuces. I gotta go, gentlemen.
All right,
All right. God bless, man.
Have a good one,
have a
brother.
good one,
See you
brother.
Sunday, man. All right, go ahead, Bruce.
Hey, Jerry,
Yeah.
like Ant was saying, it's more than just on the court. You got to have that. You got to be able to be the ambassador. You got to be able to speak up.
I
You
totally
can't
agree.
just. There's plenty of guys in the NBA that can ball, but they're not standing up for nothing. Guys like Anthony, Ant-Man, he run around going back and forth doing stupid stuff. That ain't what they want for the face of the NBA.
Bruce, if you think about it,
You know what I mean?
about 3 or 4 years ago, remember, they took a test with John Morant till he started acting stupid.
Exactly.
Michael was doing the same thing. He out there gambling, him and his dad, and I mean,
Yeah,
he was, he was out there with different women. I mean, cheating on his wife because she was ready to divorce him a couple of times in the past, and she stuck it out. I mean, Michael did a lot of crazy stuff.
Michael was quiet. Ant-Man do a lot of talking. Ant-Man always running off at the mouth. Michael was quiet.
Yeah,
and to go back to
Michael
what
Bender
Bruce
was
said,
private.
and to go back to what Bruce said, you didn't have the social, you didn't have
There you go, Anthony.
all of that back in the day. So you could always hide. And remember, Jordan fans may not like to hear this, but he was able to manipulate the media so that even when things went a wrong way, he would still come out. Look, the one quote that I think people never took him to task was Republicans buy shoes too.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Hey, Am, check this out. Can you imagine if they had social media back then, all that gambling and stuff them guys were doing on the plane back then?
Put it this way, the last dance would have been just a sitcom, basically.
doing cocaine and stuff and all that stuff back then.
Yeah.
I mean, but like I said, wasn't no social media, so whatever Anthony Edwards does, Don, is going to be magnified more because of social media. And because
Well, he loves it too, though. You got to remember, he always out there talking about it.
Now, keep in mind, too, Jerry, when you talk about Ant-Man, here's a guy who took his personal life and his baby mama drama. He paid the girl a couple of $1 million, and next thing you know, she back in court trying to get more. Girl, what you do with the money I gave you?
Michael had his dad and his mom. He had his mom with him.
He paid off.
Makes a big difference, Jerry. His dad and his mom. You're right.
Yeah.
He paid off his child support for 18 years, $1.1 million.
And she's back in court trying to get more money.
Ant-Man.
She deserved more money, Bishop. She deserved more. He gave her peanuts. Come on.
Got big. $1 million. That's more than enough to raise a child. I ain't
Not today.
I think the also difference is now is Edwards definitely wants to be the face of the league. And I don't hate, and you can't hate on him for that. I think that bodes well for the NBA because you have someone that's willing to take on the mantle. Because let's face it, once you do become the face of the league, everything changes.
But one question though: do you think Minnesota Timberwolves is that a good franchise? I mean, not with the Lakers or the Celtics or the Spurs. They didn't win nothing. They don't get respect. They don't get respect.
Doesn't matter.
They're worse than Cleveland Cavaliers, though. Cleveland went to the playoffs with Craig Elo and guys like that and Ron Harper. I mean, the only time Minnesota made it to playoffs with Kevin Garnett, and they never got the first round at one time.
Jerry, my answer is, how great of a franchise was Cleveland before a certain guy by the name of LBJ got into town?
That's right.
Even Chicago before Michael came.
I'm answering your question. Think of what Cleveland was pre-LeBron, and think of what they've been post-LeBron. Even when he left and came back, you got homeless people wearing LeBron jerseys.
No, but what I'm saying, Anthony, but at least they got more respect, the Cavaliers, than the Timberwolves.
And it was because of LeBron.
So what you got against homeless people wearing LeBron jerseys?
They had a good team with Ron Harper and Craig Elo and what's the tall guy there?
No, they didn't have a team. Minnesota.
Are there guys? Are there when you go to a Cleveland game? Do you see guys in Brad Daugherty jerseys? Do you see guys in Mark Price jerseys?
Nance jerseys?
Who was the guy that Michael Jordan hit the big shot on in Game 5 when he was in there?
And you don't see Craig Elo jerseys in Cleveland either.
But what team did Craig Elo play on? What team did he play on?
Utah.
He played for Utah.
He played in Cleveland.
But I'm just,
for
Utah. You're proving your own point. It's the sort of thing where LeBron, you look at that franchise before LeBron was there. They were okay franchise, but they weren't, you gotta remember his jersey, his rookie year stuff.
Craig Elo is now officially a poster child for a Michael Jordan shot that won the game. That's as good as it gets for him.
But Jerry, to answer your question, Minnesota can become big long as Ant-Man keep carrying them and they start winning. To me, the Warriors wasn't that big until Steph Curry and them got it going.
Exactly.
And then the Warriors became phenomenal.
And you can make the same issue with the Bulls too.
Yes. LeBron, when Michael Jordan came, that's when they really blew up.
No, I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. They had the superstar like Michael and LeBron. I'm not saying that. But even the Bulls had Bob Love and they had what was the guard? They had Jerry Sloan.
But that didn't put him on the market until
any Air Van Leer?
came.
I have yet to see an Air Van Leer sneaker. I'll just leave it at that.
I'm not saying that no Van Leer was a superstar. But I'm saying
I'm not trying to take away from Van Leer either.
Who's the tall center that had the afro? Who's the guy Bruce that
Artis Gilmore. Artis Gilmore.
They got at least they got respect when they got in the floor.
But he got more of it. But remember,
Artis Gilmore was a bum.
His reputation was more from the ABA than it was from the NBA.
Artis Gilmore was a bum.
Jerry, I think you don't get it though. Minnesota actually is getting respect right now because of Ant-Man.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Hey Jerry, check this out.
Yeah.
I don't think none of these guys that y'all mentioned, I think they will always be considered as who's the best. But as of the face of the NBA, I don't think any of these guys have the mentality to hold that title.
That's right.
None of them guys. Like they said, you got to be like an ambassador. It ain't about how good you're on the court. You got to be able to stand up and speak and stand up for the NBA. None of them guys, they'll always be considered, Amp is better than this guy, that. But to be the face of the NBA, I don't think it'll be a face of the NBA for a while, man.
You gotta have something of a clean record to be able to be face of the NBA. You can't be spotted. And I don't mean spotted. I mean, you can have your flaws, but you cannot be spotted.
Right.
You won't be the face of the NBA.
Listen, Wemby got a good chance.
Yeah, because of the worldwide thing, because of his worldwide.
Yeah, he got a great chance.
The sad thing is, and I know people may get on me if I say this, the league may push a Cooper Flag before they push an Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he got to get a little more vocal. He got to get a little more vocal.
Yeah. And it's because again, it's the image. Because see, with the NBA, you ain't got to sell the NBA to people that look like us. Let's just be honest.
That's right.
It's that marginal. It's the marginal sports fan. The white sports fan that they want to push the game to, and more than likely, a lot of times they would probably lean more toward a Flag, a Jokic.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. So, but you know what else too, Amp? You know what else too? Cooper Flag not only is a good ball player. I've seen him in a few interviews, and he got a pretty good head on his shoulders for a young man. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And that's what they're looking for, that too.
I'm going to say something, and I hope anybody watching us is not offended by what I'm going to say. The NBA is still looking for their great white hope.
They always have been, always will.
Yeah, but I tell you something though, they got a couple of them in the league, man. I mean, that boy Khan and Flag. Yeah. Hey, did y'all see the guy? I forgot what team. This guy looked just like Eli Manning.
Okay.
Who that team he played for? What's his name? Brazier or something? He looked just like and the boy can ball, man.
Yeah.
The boy can ball. He looked just like Eli Manning, man.
That's all right.
Archie they can't talk that about no more about it.
Archie might have sold the wild oats somewhere.
Got some bad boys in the league now.
You hear what I said? I said
Before we go,
Archie might have sold some wild oats somewhere we don't know about.
You know it.
before we go, Bishop, you got a little March Madness you want to talk about before we go?
Well, primarily, as we wind down, here we are. Let's start with the Big East. You got UConn, St. John's battling for the title. St. John's won it last year. And of course, you all saw the shellacking that UConn put on St. John's the other day. I have never seen that team play that great, and they sustained for 40 minutes.
Yes,
If
sir.
they take that momentum into the NCAA tournament, UConn's going to be looking at their third title in 4 years. I'm not going to the envelope too far because it's really a question. The things to look at: pay attention to Illinois, pay attention to Iowa State, of course Arizona, because they are the front runner. Michigan, despite the fact that they lost to Duke, still keep your eyes on them because that whole team, they go 8 deep. And that means they've got just as good a chance as anybody. I don't know why they keep pushing Duke, but I have to give Duke their props because they're the #1 team right now. So without taking the rug out from under them, I guess you do a watch on Duke. Now, there are some outside teams you got to keep your eyes on. Some mid-majors, Miami of Ohio, got to keep your eye on them. Middle Tennessee, keep your eye on them. I mean, these teams, Gonzaga's not making much noise, but they're out there in the West, and the people they play, man, it's like Hill House playing West Hills or Catherine Brennan or what school did you go to, Bruce, when you was a kid?
Cross.
But Cross, no.
They always
elementary
about
school,
Gonzalez. They always show up in the March Madness.
Well, Gonzaga shows up, but when they get to the Sweet 16, you can kiss them goodbye because they're usually gone by the Sweet 16. One year they got to the Elite Eight, and that was as far as they've gotten. But there are a lot of teams to watch, a lot of freshmen to keep your eyes on. I mean, it's just going to be a great year. For the first time in decades, we're going to see such parity. Don't be shocked. We saw UMBC a couple of years ago upset, I think it was Virginia. We're going to see a lot of that. You're going to see some of the big wigs go down in flames to a lot of these mid-majors. So keep your eyes open. If you ain't got to work that weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, you're going to be glued to your TV.
If you ain't got to do what? If you ain't got to do what?
If you ain't got to do what? You ain't got to work.
What is that? Hey, I want to ask
that rules us all out now, I guess.
Yeah. Excuse me. Hey, I'm lollygagging and they're paying me for it, so I get to watch TV all day. Okay, I get paid to watch television.
I want to ask Anthony. You got anything you want to add, Anthony?
Oh no, I think the women's tournament is going to be just as.
For sure.
Yeah. I mean, look, UConn's going to be a prohibitive favorite, but
dominant.
You cannot rule out South Carolina. Put it this way, there's about 89 teams in the SEC that could probably make a run too, but it's just that it's a lot of parity. You're gonna get a lot of that in the women's tournament too, but it's probably UConn's women's to lose though, more than likely.
Yeah, I think so.
It really is. And I'm trying to find other than South Carolina and USC. I'm looking for another team that can.
UCLA the one. USC not even gonna be in it, man.
Yeah. Juju's
ain't raising no sense.
Yeah.
So anything you want to add,
got that girl Betts. She about 7 feet tall.
Yeah, I saw her play.
UCLA tough, man.
You're right. I saw her play. Unstoppable. And when I say unstoppable, they practically got to climb that girl to even get near her shot.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know how UConn's going to play that because they got that girl, Sarah Strong. Sarah Strong is stocky, but that big girl probably step on Sarah's shoulders just to get to the basket.
Yeah, but don't forget they got the girl, what's her name? Sarah Williams that came over. She plays center now. And Sarah Strong playing the power forward.
Yeah. And she's playing a great
name, Sarah Williams. She came over from one of them power schools to UConn.
Well, I'm gonna put it to you like this: keep your eyes open. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, opening round. That whole opening round is gonna be a night to remember. I just hope and pray the Huskies because UConn's good for almost blowing the first game. 3 times they won a title. 3 times they almost got taken out by Iona. Another time almost by Albany. If it wasn't for what's his name, Hashim Thabit making that shot with 3 seconds left, UConn doesn't win a title that year.
That thing that happened to them was getting blasted by Creighton. I think that was their wake up call.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna be honest.
Creighton, they nemesis though.
Oh yeah.
St. John's beat them down. That was their wake up call because I mean he just and Rick Pitino talked junk about that after. That's what pissed UConn off.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So I'm really hoping Hurley's got them ready to go. I know
They looked ready last night. I tell you that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Rick Pitino was the first one on the bus last night.
You know he was.
By halftime.
Yeah. I mean, they were down 30 at that time.
Like somebody else said, I was waiting for them to lighten up a little bit, UConn, right?
Nah.
Man, it looked like they had foot pads on their feet, mashing the gas, man.
Hurley's trying to get him in NCAA shape, and he said it in an interview right after the Creighton loss. He said, actually, after the St. John's loss, he said this team has got to play championship ball from this point forward. If UConn wants a #1 overall seed, they've got to run the table, win the Big East tournament. They got to win the regular season championship and the Big East tournament. That's the only way otherwise they're a solid 2. The question is in what region?
Yeah, yeah.
That's pretty much them. But that's
all you got to do is win out. St. John was the big game for them.
Yeah. Oh, they'll meet St. John's again. I think the two may end up meeting in the finals because they're gonna probably set it up like that, you know.
Yeah, but I thought that was it for the Big East title, not the tournament, just the Big East title.
Because they got one more game left. They got Seton Hall.
They got Villanova coming to UConn. Then they got to go to Marquette.
No, I'm saying they don't play St. John no more in the regular season.
In the Big East tournament, St. John's is a solid 2 seed, or if they win, they're the 1 seed. Those 2 teams is the 1 and 2 seed, and they're gonna probably end up meeting each other if everything goes the way it's supposed to go. Which means
as long as they don't see Creighton, man. Creighton get me nervous.
Nah, they can beat Creighton. It's that you know what they got to call blow the whistle for Creighton because that big kid that Creighton has. That kid, when he goes to back down on the basket, he swipes, and the referee goes blind every time he swipes.
Yeah, but something about UConn, boy, they fear Creighton, man.
They got that. No, UConn got some weapons. That kid that comes off the bench, Riva, the kid from Australia. Oh, that kid's got the Creighton kids.
What the boy Mullins?
That's that freshman. That boy. I don't know what to say about him, man. That ain't no freshman. That's a senior in a freshman uniform.
Yeah, he tough too, man.
He really is. And then Alex Caravan is finally playing like we thought he could. And
there you go.
And I don't blame him. Think about this for a minute. I mean, Alex, if you don't get it, you've been there 4 years. You got more wins under your belt than any UConn player in history.
Right.
If you're behind, don't play out of your mind. He's got to play a Tate George type game for the NBA to even look at him.
I was very disappointed in him, man, in the beginning of the season, man.
Yeah. He was
like you said, he came out his shell now.
Yeah,
he's playing now.
Mediocre in a team, he's a team captain and he's mediocre. He's vocal now. And when I say vocal, he gets after his guys now, you know, and then solo ball has to stop evaporating. I mean, you know, he's a good player, but the problem is he has those spurts where his 3-point shot, like who would we say? It's a John Starks like situation against Houston. You know what I'm talking about.
He might want to fight you. He hear you say that. He might want to fight you. Bro.
No, he can fight me all he wants to, but I mean, when you rebuild the Garden like he did in that playoff against Houston,
rebuild the Garden.
He built a whole new section to the Garden, and we still don't have a name for it.
I ain't talking about Starks. I'm talking about Ball want to fight you.
Oh, he can fight me all he wants, but see, my thing is solo. Show up, and you ain't got to fight me. That's it.
Hey, I got one question I'd like to ask, and then we'll close it out with Bishop. The Lakers, they're gonna make the playoff or the play-in?
They'll make the playoffs. They'll make the playoffs.
Yeah.
You don't think they're gonna fall into the play-in?
No.
I think they'll fall into the play-in myself.
I don't think teams like Sacramento and them gonna get in front of them, man.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to wait.
I think they'd be safe. What they about 6 now? I think.
Right now they're right at 6. Although, what is it? Phoenix is a game behind, and Golden State's 2.5 behind. So,
yeah, but Phoenix might be in a little trouble. Brooks gonna be out about 4 weeks.
Yeah,
but then if they can hold the fort, what they got like in between in 4 weeks, 6 games, something like that.
Is Booker back? Booker in and out too, right? Is Booker back?
He's not back right now. Last game I saw, Booker wasn't back.
Right now they play Houston in the first round.
Yeah. And they
Both,
put
both
up
of them bookers
fight
was out.
the other night. I don't know if they won, but Phoenix put up a good. I think Phoenix did win. They put
Yeah,
up a
Phoenix won last night. Yeah.
They beat the Lakers.
Yeah. Hey, enough said.
Yeah, but see,
all right,
the
Bishop, you can
reason,
close us out now.
but before you go, the reason
Yeah.
why the Lakers can't win, because ain't neither one of them three guys playing no defense. Luka, LeBron, or Austin Reeves.
Well,
When
LeBron
they
tried to play a
started
little
playing,
bit.
now,
I mean, how
you know
much you
what
want
they
from him?
did?
LeBron
what
playing
they
a lot more than them other two.
Bruce,
Yeah.
think about it. Who normally takes the last shot when the game is on the line for the Lakers?
Luka, but he passed it up.
He passed it over to Austin Reeves. And what did Austin
He
Reeves do?
passed it to LeBron, and LeBron,
Passed
the game
it to
before
Reeves.
this, not last night, the game before this.
I watched Reeves launch that 3-point. I think he pooped on himself when he let that ball go. He did. I don't think he was ready for that. Wait a minute, time out. What's going? Oh, it's only a second left. Let me just get the ball up. You know?
Yeah, but Luka should be taking every last shot the way he be stepping back on them threes, man.
But he was giving it up. He gave it up.
Yeah,
to
he
LeBron the
be
other
giving
night.
it up.
Austin Reeves giving it up.
He did. All right, gentlemen, let's go and look to the Lord. Father, thank you for this time, for this opportunity and chance. Thank you for all that came on this line and shared. And God, we bless you for all you've been doing for us all week long. Now, guys, we prepared to leave this line, but never your presence. Continue to lead, guide, and guard us, Father God. Help us to go wherever we're going to be for service this coming weekend, God. Let us get the most out of it. Now, unto him who was able to present us faultless before his throne, to the only wise God be glory, majesty, dominion, and power, both now, henceforth, and forevermore. And let all the men of God say amen and amen.
Amen.
Keep your
Nice show,
eyes
fellas.
on Christ, UConn.
Hey, Ernie, what you said, next Thursday, the tournament start next Thursday?
Is it next Thursday, Anthony?
Yeah, Thursday through